Deader Than Dead by Jerry St. Clair. Front page exclusive. I predicted the old man's murder back in '57 after an all-night binge at Swanson's bar downtown. The boys thought I was a nutcase. Maybe I am. I keep a low profile. You have to. Within hours after the untimely but not surprising death of one Hamilton Fletcher, I flew in north of town to a private airfield with my pilot, One Tough Doe. One Tough Doe doesn't say much. He does what he's told. I pay him well. The old man had more enemies in faraway places than Santa Claus has on the naughty list. No one in town saw us land or drive down State Route 7 across the Hamilton, New Hampshire town line. We were in a 1957 Edsel, driven by an old contact named Confidential. I just bebopped past my 85th birthday, and there wasn't a citizen in that hamlet who even knew I was alive, and those who knew I was still on this side of the grass would have strong doubts that the old duffer could report on the story of the century. I already knew there were 4 suspects, and kept my trap shut until I had answers. Hamilton Fletcher's body, already delivered to the medical examiner's vault, was as cold as the ice on Toby Lake in December, as One Tough Doe and I went in on foot across a flooded Hamilton Common after midnight. The Blue Boys had all the big guns on the case. I recorded the after-hours chatter on my Sony reel-to-reel. As I suspected, Jones was already knee-deep in the big muddy on this one. Police Chief George Strickland had drawn the names of 3 possible killers. Strickland read off the names like he was reading a Wall Street ticker. There was Wildman Thurman Childs, who resided in a dilapidated dump off the old railroad. But I already knew that 2 days ago before the murder. One of my contacts in Hamilton slipped me exclusive information that Fletcher, who could be an arrogant money grubber, had legally maneuvered Child's land abutting the Fletcher property into the Fletcher domain. Reports from my confidential source stated that the elder Childs was so revved up his old ticker gave away. His son blamed Fletcher, and One Tough Doe started a file on Thurman, now a person of interest in my nocturnal investigation. It was 1:15 when we heard that ding-dong Bucky Driscoll was responsible for releasing fire hydrant water after the pep rally. No rest for the weary, my old boss Bill Crookshank used to say. One Tough Doe and I weren't through. While the town of Hamilton, New Hampshire went Betty bye-bye, we met by candlelight at the empty clothing store in downtown Hamilton, once the site of my old hangout at Swanson's bar. One Tough Doe, an expert in Chinese defensive warfare, chew you up, roused 3 residents who knew the skinny on the second suspect of the Fletcher case, the overpowering sex bomb named Anna Fletcher Retaliate. Little innocent Anna was in reality a cold, calculating, man-eating scumbag who only cared about one thing: Anna Fletcher Retaliate. Her lurid track record was a vivid reminder that this hyper-femme fatale was trouble with a capital X. I instructed One Tough Doe to stay away from this pumped-up bimbo while we resumed our investigation mañana. We slept upright in the closet next to the winter coats and the birdseed in Tom McGill's office at the Enterprise. My strategic use of the office allowed us to learn from McGill's phone conversation that a 3rd suspect, Alex Harmon, had recently been canned by Fletcher and wanted to get revenge on Mr. Hamilton Fletcher. And I knew Jones was already on his way over to the Enterprise building, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Jones was a smart cookie, and I told One Tough Doe that we'd let Jones and McGill play with fire by venturing forth to Childs' shack in the woods. Besides, we were locked in the closet without a key, without a bathroom, and out of luck. Jerry St. Clair.